I remember the fight, but I don't remember the hair to the sky. Then again, it's been like some time since I watched Hunter x Hunter. So I could have seen it and I just don't remember because I feel like I just remember the highlights from me, like the Ant series and then the one where they were in the video game.
Yeah.
Because I hardly remember anything from the first season.
The part about that I don't remember is how he reached, like, what it was like. I don't want to say it was a wish, but he did something to just like activate that whole thing. I don't know if it was just like he got mad and then just all of a sudden, oh, I'm a grown man with super duper ultra hair.
I don't remember that, James.
To me, that is like the most memorable thing from the whole show. So I think that was like season 4. And so I remember you just said something that went back to season, like the before seasons, but I honestly, I don't even, oh yeah, the video game thing. I honestly don't even remember like seasons 1 to 3. It's almost like they don't even matter. I know, okay, now that I'm thinking about it, to get his license, they went to some tests. We started out with the man that was running, and then it was in a big tall tower. So I remember that. I remember in the video game arc that they played dodgeball.
Yeah, that was at the end.
And then that's I don't remember anything else before season.
Then there was the arc where they were fighting in the tournament, the tower tournament, where they had to climb up the tower to get to the top. Okay. That's when he learned Nin, because the dude trained him. And
then I remember, the spiders. I don't remember what they're called, but they were in city, new something city.
Oh, basically the Akatsuki.
Yeah, and to me it was disappointing because they finally got to the boss, and then he was like, "I can't fight you because I don't have powers anymore." So it was unresolved, and I think he ended up getting his powers back, so they could go fight him. But it's like now we'd have moved on to something else. So it's so my whole thing about the whole show, because I remember when the whole King fight was going on. Everybody was like, "Oh, how this anime is better than others." Blah 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 blah. It wasn't got to the point how people feel about One Piece, but I'm like, I can't understand the power scaling. I don't know if I talked to you about this, but
probably. I feel like you have.
It's like I can't. The only person that I know is stronger than another person is the chairman and King, just because everybody's like just so afraid of them, so to speak. But everybody else is like, hey, I got chains on my hands, and then another person, like he got smoke coming from his pipe. Everybody has all these, but it's like, is he stronger than this person? Is this person stronger than we? I don't know. So I don't know who's strong, who's weak. I can't figure it out, and it's frustrating.
Well, the thing about anime is like, everybody, and I'm only saying this because I watch a lot of anime. Well, maybe not a lot. I watch definitely more than you. The thing about anime is like everybody is strong at a certain point. So it's like, even if this person isn't stronger than this other person, they may have a moment where like they showcase some strength because they reach down deep. So there really is no like verified like, this is the level, he's at the bottom, this person at the top. It's like the person at the bottom can take on the person at the top. Like he may have like a good strong 5 minutes of like, oh man, he's giving the business, but then it's like that was it. So it's really kind of just depends on the way. I'll say it this way: the person who wins in anime is the writer.
Well, definitely, yeah.
I said it because like the writer can write it any kind of way. And like, even if this person is quote unquote stronger than this other person, if the writer wants this person to win this battle for some reason, that's what's gonna happen. So I guess what I'm trying to say, I try not to figure it out. I just follow the story, because the story is gonna be what is the main thing that you need to worry about.
While I definitely agree, story contributes heavily to how good a series or a show is. I think part of people talking or the popularity of it does have something to do with power scaling. All the best shows, you can clearly say, well, this person's stronger than this person. With Naruto, of the three, Sasuke in the beginning was like the strongest, and Naruto was obviously stronger than Sakura. But as time went on, Naruto just like where was ranked, so we don't have to talk about any of that. But
the only pushback I give to that is, while yes, power ranking is a thing in anime, especially Naruto. Naruto's power from the conversations I've heard about isn't the most discussed thing, because a lot of people talk about Orochimaru, who isn't really the most powerful person in the show. Which that also goes back to the story and his whatever.
I don't know about that. He was one of the legendary Sannin, and obviously legendary means that they're pretty darn legendary. So
no, I'm not saying it's not powerful, but I'm saying like in the context of what you're saying, as far as like Naruto being like ultimately like one of the strongest characters in the show. Like a lot of people talk about other characters just as much as they talk about Naruto, who are not as powerful or even on his level.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the whole show, like everybody has some kind of like you love Rock Lee. And sure, like he doesn't have any kind of jutsu besides taijutsu. So, if I was to explain the different jutsu between people, and if I was to just say like this person doesn't have anything except physical fighting, then they would probably think that he's pretty low. But then if you watch the show, no, this man can get down. So it's like just things, Naruto in general, not just the three, not just, Naruto. In general, you can like put, like if people were to make a tier list, like somebody could probably make a tier list out of who is better, stronger than other people.
No, I don't disagree. I guess the point I'm trying to say is like, yes, you can make a tier list, and there is a tier list as far as power goes in Naruto, but the power tier list isn't the biggest discussion about Naruto.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, because even though, like, that's what I'm saying, like, even though with Orochimaru, even though he's powerful, he's not as powerful as Naruto. Like, when people talk about them, they don't really talk about, oh, well, that Naruto was powerful. It's just like, oh, man, he did this, or he died and came back.
Yeah, no.
Because it goes back to the story. That's what I'm saying.
Orochimaru was definitely story. And I mean, obviously he has abilities, but no, he's definitely more story. And to be honest, like, at the beginning, you would think that he is the main villain.
Yeah.
And the series just evolves and evolves and evolves, and it just, he becomes, irrelevant almost to a point.
Yeah, he comes back during the Great War, which I still haven't finished shipping it. But Rock Lee is a good example of what I was talking about earlier. Like even though he's just physical fighting, he's not that really strong, girl than a lot of people. That writer's like, hey, I'm gonna give him this moment.
Yep.
Like when he fought Gaara, yeah. Even though we know Gaara's stronger than him.
I think they did Gaara so dirty. And sure,
the writer's like, we're gonna give him this moment.
So, I'm picking Rock Lee over Shikamaru, Choji.
Yeah.
I mean, while, I don't know her name, but, the person that can control other people, while she can subdue Rock Lee.
Shadow chick?
The one that, like, what do you mean?
Not Shadow, but, like, she can go into their mind.
Yeah. Even though she could subdue Rock Lee, if they were just, like, going, like, head-to-head, she's getting her butt whooped. The only way she gonna win is if she subdue him and make him go to jail or something.
But I think that's the reason why. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I think that's one of the reasons why. I know we didn't plan on talking about anime,
Right?
But I think that's one of the reasons why I like Naruto is because even though everybody is not as powerful or everybody isn't as strong, everybody has a part to play because everybody uses their skills. Like the little bug dude. He's one of my favorite characters too. I don't talk about him as much, but like he's very essential to a lot of plans, a lot of battles, strategies, or whatever. But can he go toe to toe with a lot of people? No.
I'm not trying to ask you to remember his name, but I am trying to remember his name.
It's not Neji. Neji is the other guy.
Yeah, the Hinata cousin.
If you had asked me.
So I think he was on a team with Akamaru. And Akamaru may be the dog's name, but Kiba. Yeah, Kiba is the man's name. Akamaru was the dog. So Kiba, him, and I think Tenten maybe was the other person. What is his name?
What did Tenten do?
She just had weapons, like knives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. She had the scroll.
Yep.
She was on the team with Neji.
Okay.
It was Akamaru, the bug dude, and then I don't know who else.
Yeah, it's. And I'm sure it was a girl, but I can't think of any other girls.
I don't think it was a girl. I want to say it was Choji.
No, so Choji was Ino Shikucho, so Shikamaru
Oh, yeah, 'cause
and
they-
Ino, whatever her name
That's
is.
why I was thinking the Shadow thing, because I know they usually always do little thing together.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, that's what made me think of Shadow. What team was he on?
So we got Kiba. We got that.
Who was on the team? Because it was one of the people in that class together.
Yeah.
I feel like I can see his name, but I can't. It's like I feel like his name is like right there, just whispering.
Hinata was the girl on that team, and Shino was his name.
Shino.
Yep.
I knew it was no something, but I couldn't. It was like right there. I was like, I could hear it.
So I want to say, usually the main character. I can't say this because I can't remember any other times besides Harry Potter. But usually the main character gets with somebody that I feel like they shouldn't get with. But I think Naruto got the right one. Obviously, I don't think anybody wanted Naruto to be with Sakura. But
No.
Hinata, I like.
Why do you think that worked out for you? Like what made you like that?
Because Hinata was more wifey material. So what's the name? Sakura was like the chick that always go for. I mean, I'm literally just saying what it is, but she just goes for the bad boy, and she's gonna get mistreated, but she's bad. Just put it in real life terms. You want her, but you're just not her type. And you have this girl over here. I'm not gonna say you're not attracted to, because obviously Naruto married her. He likes her, but when you're young or younger, you have this idea of what the type of person you should be with. So you kind of overlook the people who are what's best for you. So she is wifey material, and she got to the point where she would do anything for you, and that's almost like you should just I don't want to say ignore, but like that's the person you should be with.
I mean, I hear you. I don't disagree. I hear you.
If I was in the Naruto universe, Hinata would be the person I would be with.
I don't know if Hinata would be the person I would be with, but at the same time, I also can't think about a lot of other people in the universe right now.
I was trying to,
because I wouldn't want to be with Sakura, especially because the way if I was Naruto, the way she mistreated me, I wouldn't want to be with the little blonde haired chick.
Yep, I agree.
The mind controller chick. If I had to pick between those three, it would be Hinata. But like I said, I can't think of. The only other chick I can think of is the one who had the scroll.
Yeah.
With the knives.
So let's just take.
But she was older though.
Let's just take ourselves out of like the any kind of age range. So Tsunade, the Hokage woman, the healer. Would you be?
If I was. I'm not keeping age, if we just in general?
Yeah, like if you weren't Naruto, let's just say you can be whatever age. Like who, out of the whole show, who would you say is because obviously neither one of us can really think of many women.
I don't know if I would, because she seems, I don't know, but she parties a lot.
So I'm just going to go name all the, so there's, I think, Kanan, the one from Pain. Pain's the girl, the paper, the girl that turns into paper. And then you have the puppet master's sister. So I can't remember that.
What about the chick with the big fan?
I know
from the Saiyan Nation?
Tomorrow. I think that's probably the puppet master's sister.
She was?
I think so. And
I know the guy who did the puppets was he. I think he was her like. He was on the same team with Gar.
Yeah.
I think he was related somehow.
Yeah, I want to say they were both his brother and sister.
Could be, I don't know.
And then I had a thought of one other person I forgot.
What about the chick who, this is like early Naruto.
I got it.
The throwing the knives, not throwing knives, but like she, it was like one of their very first missions. Yeah.
So Hawk, the person who had the mask on?
Yeah.
Because that's a boy.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Even though
I thought it was a girl. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much portrayed him as a woman, a girl.
Never mind.
But so the other person, remember when Sasuke decided to join the Akatsuki, and then he had the little shark boy, and then a girl.
Yeah.
So no, okay.
She was crazy.
Yeah.
What about the team captain, the one who got pregnant?
By us. So I don't remember anything about her besides her dating him and being pregnant.
Yeah, she didn't really do much because I think she was. I want to say she was Shikamaru's team captain.
That sounds about right.
Oh no, because the guy who died was their captain.
Yeah, the guy.
Yeah.
Which to me, he had like the worst power.
I mean, he just was cool though.
Yeah. I think there was a person with Tsunade's assistant on the dog.
Maybe.
To me, she didn't have enough presence in the show to really.
I don't remember much about her, but that's why I said maybe.
Yeah.
I would have to go back and revisit, but just based on memory, that's a maybe.
I think I'm just gonna stick with Hinata.
There was another Hokage that was a woman.
I don't remember that.
It was like before the war. It was like they had like a meeting on the Hokages. You had the short old dude Hokage. You got the one whose brother who rapped all the time, a rapper Bia. And then you had this other woman she wore like blue. I mean,
that was not Suchi. I think she was a Tsuchikage.
I don't know names.
Yeah. So because I was like, no, I don't. So I got you. No, I didn't really care for her. I think because she really played her power role. Like she was always, you need to do what I say, and just I didn't really care for her.
Yeah. So now I want to go back in Naruto and read, because like I said, I don't remember the women I don't remember a lot of characters that well, but I definitely don't remember like all the women that well. So I have to go back and revisit. I do want to ask you this question on the context, since we're on the topic of anime, or just shows in general.
Okay.
Like, in your opinion, what makes a great main character?
Oh, actually, okay, so that brings up something else. Just remind me Bakugo.
You mean how horrible he is? Or how he yells all the time?
We're going to get there. We're going to get there.
Okay.
So, a main character, that is, I guess I don't watch a lot of anime to really...
I was going to say, just in like shows in general, like what makes a great main character? It don't have to be anime related.
So, I was going to say definitely somebody who isn't like just all powerful that can just beat anybody. But I think every anime, the main character has to overcome something to win whatever. So I guess that's so. But you're saying so? Yeah, somebody who has to overcome that's not just initially going to beat somebody. Somebody who has a rival who kind of pushes them. A love interest, obviously. Preferably somebody who doesn't cry, even though that's like all the protagonists now. But I don't know. I guess I'm getting tired of the trope, and there's another trope that I'm going to talk about. Somebody that's relatable, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of times. So I think Goku has gotten to the point where he's not relatable.
He stopped being relatable a long time ago.
Yeah. So I think most people are getting off the Dragon Ball train. And
Is Gohan relatable? I mean, because he had this great power. He never lived up to the full potential because he wanted to go to school. He got married. He got washed. Then tried to come back and try to be great, but he wasn't great.
I know he was when he was younger, because we all, had that mom. I say we all, but I had the mom who wanted. We all had to go to school, so parents always wanted us to be in our books. Wish you knew them books like you knew them songs. Even though we just wanted to go out and play, and I'm not. Gohan, he whenever studies were brought up, he seemed to just get down. And there's a debate. I personally don't think that he wanted to be studious. I think that he was gaslit into wanting to be studious. But at the same time, I also don't think he necessarily wanted to be a fighter either. So, but yeah, I think Gohan used to be relatable, but as they get older, they just become what they're supposed to be, just fighters. Dragon Ball. That's what they think that we want. And I mean, obviously we do want, but not for the sake of losing personality and story.
What about Sensu Bean Man? I can't think of his name right now. Krillin. Is he relatable? Always ready to fight.
Yeah.
Whooped up.
As a matter of fact, yes, he's very relatable.
I know.
Because back during the day, he was woman hungry. He got a woman dumped him, and then he got he was simping over this one woman, and he didn't really have. I mean, he went to great lengths to get her, and she appreciated him, and now they had a baby. So I mean, he's definitely relatable.
Didn't he become a cop at one point in time?
Yes, I think he's a cop now.
Hey, go Krillin, man. You gotta love it, man.
I was gonna say, do you think he can beat Luffy?
No.
Because I don't know much about One Piece, but again, this man is probably at this point planet busting. Like he can destroy a planet.
In all honesty, I don't think it has anything to do with the amount of power Luffy has.
Yeah.
It's just Luffy's personality, because essentially Luffy is Goku. He just wants to fight strong people because he wants to fight. Krillin was never that way. Krillin's just like, if I have to fight, I will. So that alone, I don't think Krillin has the mental fortitude to go toe-to-toe with Luffy. Because Luffy's just like, hey, I'm enjoying this. Krillin's just like, why are we still doing this?
Yeah.
I'm a cop.
So
Stop. Freeze.
He was giving it to the regular people too. Made him look like he. You know what? As a matter of fact, what they need to do is make an anime about Krillin being a cop.
I would watch it.
Because like at that point, it's almost like going back to the original Dragon Ball. Not saying that I like the original Dragon Ball. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
But Dragon Ball has gotten to the point where it's so crazy that we need something that's just like more down to earth now.
Yeah.
And Krillin being not very flashy, going against just like regular threats. I think that could be a compelling show.
I said make it, James.
Most definitely. Instead of like turning Goku into a kid again.
Yeah, I saw a trailer for that. Are they all kids now?
I couldn't remember everything, so I just went safe.
I think they're all kids.
Yeah.
Essentially, they're all kids.
That works so well with GT.
Hey man, it's your show. If you ask me what makes a good main character, the main things I would want is relatability. Him or her to have to overcome like some hurdles, whether it be like, oh, I was adopted, or I was thrown into the gutter and had to fight my way. Some kind of hurdle.
Yep.
And then I don't mind them whining, especially it depends on their age.
Yep.
If you're young, it's understandable. Of course, I don't want you to do it all the time, but I get it. But for me, it would probably be, the main one would be, I don't mind them being overpowered or getting to the point where they are overpowered. But if you're going to be overpowered, I just don't want you to level up too easy. Mm-hmm. I need it to be not a struggle, but like I need to see like you take that time to get to that certain power level. And then when you get to that certain power level, even if you are overpowered, I don't need you to just beat everybody easily.
Yep.
I think that's the only issue I probably had with the first season of One Punch Man, because it was just like, you just beating everybody in one punch.
Yeah, no stakes.
No. So then when I got to the end, when he fought the alien, I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. Because I was sure thinking, I was like, oh, this is gonna be over with quick.
Didn't he at the end kind of just like, all right, I'm done, just punch him and beat him?
I don't remember how it ended. I just remember the fight lasting a lot longer than I expected.
Yeah, more than one punch.
So yeah.
My criticism of Dragon Ball now was that it's just transformations for the sake of transformations. It's like we have to evolve the show in some way. So we go from just regular Dragon Ball, this kid with a tail, what's the word? Inspiration from Sun Wukong, and then we get to Dragon Ball Dragon Ball Z, and he's older, but then you have this legendary Super Saiyan. Oh, nobody's ever seen legendary Super Saiyan. Blah 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 blah. It's like that. Nobody, is it even real? Then he becomes legendary Super Saiyan. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, that tracks. That seems like a logical step. And then we have Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3. Now I'm a kid. Mm-hmm. Now back then, I mean that's not, to me that wasn't too egregious. Okay. That was fine. I accepted it. I think everybody accepted that.
You liked it.
Yeah. Then we get to GT, Super Saiyan 4. I think most people don't like GT. We don't have to talk about it. Then you get to Dragon Ball Super, and there's another legend. Legendary Super Saiyan God.
Is that the one where you had to have like 3 Super Saiyans transfer their power into 1 Super Saiyan?
I'm so glad you asked that. There's 5 Super Saiyans. Excuse me, 5 Saiyans. You have to have 5. No, I think you'd have to have 5 Super Saiyans.
Because I don't remember if it was 4. I just remember the episode I watched. They had to do it. They had to all get in a circle, and then what's her name was pregnant with a Saiyan, and so they used the baby's power.
Which is why I think that it can't be Super Saiyan, because the baby wouldn't have been able to go Super Saiyan. So maybe it was just Super Saiyan. So there's the legendary. There's the god, the Super Saiyan god. So it's something new. I'm willing to accept it. You know, even though we're just spitting in the face of what is.
You missed one.
Go ahead.
This ain't even a Saiyan. It's not even Super Saiyan. You got to add on instant transition or instant whatever.
No, that doesn't count.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's in that. I'm saying, but like you have. Oh, I'm gonna go Super Saiyan 2.
Oh, Ultra Instinct.
Yeah.
Okay, we ain't got there yet, but we do have the you know transformation into a monkey.
Oh yeah. Nah, I was talking about Ultra Instinct.
Yeah,
though.
so we're gonna get there. So, but that's not a Saiyan ability though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not putting. But I'm saying it's like it's kind of like a mid step. It's like I'm gonna go Super Saiyan 2, but then I'm gonna do Ultra Instinct.
Yeah.
Which is like a sidestep of Saiyan, but it's not really Saiyan. It's like, I was already fast when I got to 2, but now I'm gonna be fast enough to figure out what you're gonna do before you do it. What's the difference?
So we get these 5 Saiyans. They you know contribute to Goku become a Super Saiyan god. He turns red. I actually like the red Super Saiyan. That was actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then he goes Super Saiyan while he's red, and he turns Super Saiyan blue. All right, what the fuck is going on? Like what are we doing?
Do you think they? Because you know there's a lot of rumor about the guy who wrote, you know, may he rest in peace, Toriyama, whatever.
Yep, Akira Toriyama.
Yeah. There's a lot of rumor about that, like a lot of the Super Saiyans happened because he forgot about a lot of stuff he wrote.
So I'm sure, yeah, back in the day, because I remember that was, you know, something with Super Saiyan 2. So I agree with that, but I can't see that as an excuse now. With one, you have technology the way it is, and I'm sure you have other people. Like before he passed, he had other people helping him. Like I want to say he may have come up with the designs, but everything else possibly was, or no, either he wrote the stories, and then people came up with the designs. I don't know, but he was more hands off than he used to be.
Yeah.
So somebody would have you know helped him or told him. So we got that. Then we have Vegeta going. I don't know. Like people have all these different names for these things, but Vegeta goes Super Saiyan Blue. I'm gonna call it ×2, but it was like a darker blue. So then at that point, you know, they start diverging. We have Goku going the angelic route, and we have Vegeta going more of a mean. I'm not gonna call it a double route. So Goku is doing Ultra Instinct. Sure, that's not a Super Saiyan, but the whole point of this is transformations. So he's doing that. Vegeta is going Ego, which is pink, purple, violet, whatever, with no eyebrows.
Oh, wait a minute.
He has no eyebrows.
Oh, wait a minute, James. I have to ask the question. I feel like the people who are not understanding what we're talking about have this question.
I'm glad you, because
So, he has eyebrows. Then when he transforms, they go away.
And this is not, yes, that's very true. But that is not out of the Super Saiyan 3, you lose your eyebrows too.
I did. You know what? It's crazy you say that because, like, I've seen most of the transformations, and I don't think I've never paid attention. I've always just looked at the hair. Never paid attention to the eyebrows. Now I have to go back and watch.
Yep. And then one more. So
I had a question, but I'll let you finish.
We can't forget about Gohan. So in the new movie, Dragon Ball Super Hero, which is, I don't know why I stumbled over that. Gohan needs a transformation now because he is being way left behind. So during Dragon Ball Z, he had this training where he unlocked his potential, where he was not Super Saiyan. I think it's stupid but anyway, so now he becomes Gohan Beast. And it's his hair is pretty much straight up. It has no kind of wavy. It's like there's something about Mary when he put in his hair, and it was like just Gohan's hair is like that, and it's gray. So now we have Ultra Instinct, Ego, Beast, 3 different transformations. But I mean, they're pretty much the same level. Because like when we go fight somebody, Goku's probably going to fight. Oh, I can't beat him. Vegeta's going to step in. I can't really beat him either. Gohan's going to step in. Well, I can whittle his health down. So they're pretty much all on the same level. So what is the point of all the transformations? Like, why do we need all 3 different colors if they're just going to be on the same level?
They're significant to that person.
I know, but it's too much. It's stupid. Like we could if we can make these a little bit more meaningful, give us actual story and meaning, instead of just saying, hey, this new stronger person who we've already said this person had a power up to be the strongest person in the universe, but now we have somebody who's stronger than that. So we have to justify making our character stronger. It's just
of course, man.
It's stupid.
Well, because I feel like part of the problem that Dragon Ball has is you started off that way of like always trying to find out who's the strongest. Which compared to like a Naruto or something else, like you have strong people, but they're not trying to find out who's the strongest. You just come across somebody that's like, oh, this person's pretty strong. As opposed to Goku, I want to know who's strong. So now you just got to level up. And now it's like you get this point where it's like everybody has to be powerful because this person is the most powerful. Then you got the guy who's a god. What's his name?
Beerus.
Yeah. So like he's at this level, but then you're like, oh no, but Goku has to get to this level now. So it's like you always got to keep going up and up and up.
And I know you had something to say, but I'm gonna just say this one last thing. People always ask who can win between Goku and Superman. So I'm not going to pretend like I read comics. I'm not going to pretend like I am an expert. But as far as I know, Superman, and sure, he pulls his punches. He's not going like to his extent. But we've seen where he is. And sure, we've seen Goku. But when Goku got to this, when Dragon Ball Z first started, his brother came in, a guy shot him with a shotgun. He caught the bullet, flipped it back, and killed the person. So right there, at the beginning of the Dragon Ball Z, we have people who are faster than a bullet. Not only Goku has trained, he has become a Super Saiyan, so it's multiplied his power level. So we've gone from faster than a speeding bullet to 100 times that. Then 10 times that. So Super Saiyan 2 is 100 times that. Super Saiyan 3 is like 1,000 times that. Not to mention all these other transformations. There is no way Superman can keep up with that.
I mean, I can't argue against it, but my only thing with those types of arguments is like, I feel like each world's power level is different.
Okay.
Because I feel like what's powerful in Dragon Ball is probably not as powerful in like DC. That'd be the only argument I can make, but it's a stupid argument. I ain't say stupid, but like it's not a strong argument. But at the same time, it's like saying who's faster between this person and that person, because like each show shows speed differently.
True.
So it's kind of like, how do you really compare?
I got you.
I don't know. The question I was going to ask was like, because you're talking about the transformations, and I feel like, I mean, obviously you would know the movies and all better than I would, because this is your show.
Sure.
It's not my show.
Okay.
I'm just a visitor.
We can't be talking about Dragon Ball Evolution.
All I was going to ask is, I feel like there was a transformation that happened specifically in a movie.
Okay.
That didn't in the show. Because I think what happened was there was a situation where like somebody died, and I don't know if it was Goku or somebody, and they were sad, and they transformed into like a Super Saiyan something, but it hadn't happened on the show yet, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong though.
So the only transformation which I remember, even though they have made it canon into the show, was when Goku and Vegeta had fused with the earrings of the Kais. So I think that was Vegito. Yeah, Vegito.
That name alone.
But in Super or in one of the movies like that is canon, they officially brought that in. As far as what you're talking about though, I can't remember. Like I've only seen the Dragon Ball Z movies that aren't canon, like maybe one run, and that was a while ago. But as far as like the new movies, I don't believe. Well,
This is like an older movie.
Okay, so
And I could be wrong in that it was a new transformation, or maybe he was just so sad he went Super Saiyan. So it could have just been a regular Super Saiyan that's already been seen, or maybe he just was so upset about this person dying he went Super Saiyan. I can't remember.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, Goku. I know it's not what you're talking about because this is the most well-known transformation. But when Krillin was blown up, Goku transformed into Super Saiyan for the first time. So that's not what you're talking about, right?
Nah, but it's just funny that the sensu bean guy dies.
That is Goku's best friend.
Why though?
Because they were in the trenches together back when they were training with Master Roshi. That was his dude.
Here's what I want to show of.
Okay.
I want to show from the perspective in Dragon Ball Z. I want to show from the perspective of what's the guy's name who lost his girl to Vegeta? Yamcha. I want to show from his perspective of like, here I am going through life. I'm this strong human being. I'm beating up people. I got this chick. Here come these alien people from whatever, planet. These half monkey people. And they come, and one of them takes my girl. And I can't even really fight him.
He killed him first.
Yamcha killed Vegeta?
No, Vegeta's the reason that Yamcha was died.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, but I thought you were saying like I'm about to say, well, when did that happen? I didn't know. But yeah, I'm saying like you can't. I can't. Even if I was an upset dude who's like, I'm gonna fight for my woman. I can't fight him.
Yeah, no.
There's no point. I want to show from that perspective.
And one thing I do like about the abridged version is that everybody knows that Vegeta would kill them. So, Tien, Yamcha, Yamcha doesn't step up to him, but Tien and what's his name, Piccolo, they know they can get whooped, but they be giving him mess, and Vegeta's just like, I could kill you right now, and then he just run off. I like that more than just them being, not subservient, but just
taking it.
Yeah, not even challenging him. It's funny.
Well, because they know what type of person he is. Because they know it. Because I think what it is, they know deep down he really is a good dude. But at the same time, it's like, nah, I'm gonna give you the business, Vegeta.
Because I guess trying to think a little bit deeper into it. He's Goku's rival. He's excuse me.
Or is he Goku's best friend?
Even though Goku has said in the bridge, best. I don't know if he's called bestie, but. They're cool. They're friends. They're associates, acquaintances.
They're best rivals.
Yes, they're frenemies.
Yeah, I would take that.
So Goku was what makes Vegeta strive to be better. And one, if he kills Goku's friends, then he's going to make an enemy. Goku might kill him. So all kind of things. I don't think Goku's going to kill him, but he'll beat him.
What about Tracksuit Gohan? Where does he factor into all of this?
So that came in Resurrection F. And what I didn't like about Resurrection F was that it was very slower paced as opposed to, Dragon Ball Z, when you see them fighting, like you usually can't see their fists or legs fighting. And then it's just...
That's probably the one thing it's crazy. That's probably my only, I don't say only, but the biggest issue I've had with Dragon Ball Z. I've had the issue with a lot of other animes too. The fight scenes I don't want to see that. All right, let's fight. And you just see, it's almost like the Tasmanian devil where you just see like the puff of smoke and they're fighting, but you don't get to see it.
That, and I mean that they've stopped that. Like, even though you can still, it's evolved into like just kind of a light show. But as far as like the blurs, that really isn't a thing that much anymore.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you can't do it sometimes, but like the entire fight.
Yeah.
Because I understand, like, because they are fast, so you got to show them throwing hands real fast. But like maybe which I'm sure they probably do now. Like you said, they probably slow down to show like the more impactful hits. But like it was I was like, all right, man, because I already got to wait 7 episodes for y'all to finish this fight.
Yeah. And
I'm not gonna be able to see any of it.
More is better though. We want more.
But it's supposed to be 6 minutes. I'm gonna blow up the world in 6 minutes. 12 episodes later, you got 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
What?
The longest minute of my life.
The only only thing I could say would be because they move so fast that time slows down. Mm-hmm. That's probably why it takes so long.
And remember, they were doing that stuff pretty much the first episode of Dragon Ball Z, so 10 times, 100 times that.
That's what made me think. Cause if they're doing 10 and 100 times, like that's why a minute goes so long, because we're in their world as opposed to like the reality where a minute is 60 seconds.
Yeah, Superman's world.
Could be. I mean, yeah.
All right, so the Bakugo. There is, every anime has its character tropes, and the one that I absolutely hate is the character that just is mad for no reason, always mad. Just, oh, I'm gonna kill you. What'd you say? Damn it! And so you got Bakugo. You got I don't think it's not the stone. Maybe it's the Wind Ashura from Demon Slayer, but the one that's got scars and it's just like almost every new anime has one. And why? Like what are you just cussing at people for no reason? I'm not saying there aren't people out there like that, but is it enough that I'm tired of it. I'll kill you. Hey, Bakugo, you want to go to lunch? I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
It's stupid.
It does bother me as well. But at the same time, I feel like because I've watched so much My Hero, I've kind of gotten used to it. Plus, he does kind of level out some in these newer seasons. Yeah. But it's definitely like the first 2-3 seasons. Okay, all right. He like him and I know this is probably different than what you're talking about, but him and the lightning dude from Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Those two tropes.
So that was actually where I was going to go next.
What I tell you, James, when I first started watching Demon Slayer and that dude came on and he cried all the time, I almost turned it off.
I don't blame you.
I was like, I can't do this.
I don't blame you.
I cannot do this.
So what is the last episode of Demon Slayer you've seen?
The last thing I saw was the end of the Sword Village. Okay.
So they did just finish airing the Hashira training.
Well, I saw it, but I didn't know if it was in English yet, so that's why I hadn't tried to watch it.
It's just it's just Japanese for now.
Okay.
So I understand, and sure, they laid it on pretty heavy in the first season. Zenitsu, the lightning guy, and yeah, it was very annoying. But he does have an arc, and at the end of this arc, he's different.
Well, I'll say this too, to add on what you're saying, like, he's similar to Bakugo in the sense of, like, first off, when it first started, I didn't like them. They almost ruined the show. Mm-hmm. As the seasons progressed, they kind of got better. Mm-hmm. Like Zenitsu in Entertainment District. Mm-hmm. It didn't bother me as much as opposed to, like, the first one. So they've kind of, I don't know if it's because maybe, again, I just got used to them, or they just kind of tamped it down as they go. But I mean, I can see him do it. But then again, now that I think about it, I think he was asleep most of the Entertainment District thing too. So that's probably why it wasn't as much. Because when he's asleep, he doesn't whine, for real.
So nope, I won't tell you about them.
I'm about to say, yeah, don't tell. I mean, I watch it.
I want to go talk about Zenitsu, but this one is probably you could probably skip this whole season, the Hashira training arc, and be fine.
I'm still gonna watch it though.
Yeah.
I want to watch it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't blame you, obviously, but if you enjoyed the show up until now, you do want to watch. But I'm just waiting. Like, okay, any moment now. It never happened. So.
What never happened?
I'm not saying anything.
Was this something that something that you were? I'm not asking in particulars, but I'm saying, like, is it like were you waiting on an event, or were you waiting on some kind of, like, special moment to happen?
Both.
And it didn't happen.
Yep, nothing happened.
So essentially, what you're telling me is that this was a build-up season, just kind of like the season before the last season of My Hero, where they had where the villains fought each other, and then before they became like this big organization, which that built up to this past season which I don't know if you watched it.
So that may be why I haven't been like season 5 of my. I've tried watching season 5 like 2 times, and I have not gotten through it. I can't. I just stopped watching My Hero.
What is the last thing you remember from My Hero?
So Hawks was fighting somebody, and like all his wings got burned.
Oh, the blue fire guy. I can't remember his name.
I don't think it's Dobby. It's probably
It's Dobby.
Yeah,
So you don't. So you didn't see the reveal or any of that.
I guess not.
Do you care to know? Or
I've read like all the way through.
oh, so you know that.
I just don't remember. But what reveal?
He's what's the name? Son.
Well, I don't know about Son, but I knew that he.
Endeavor's son.
Who?
Dobby. The blue fire guy. He's Endeavor's son. He's his oldest son.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
And then they have a fight as well.
Wait a minute. I think I may. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while since I tried to watch that. No, I don't think I.
Because if that's the last thing you remember, you hadn't gotten to that part yet.
Yeah.
Because I think it was like maybe an episode or two after that moment when him and Hawks are fighting is when it's revealed that Dobby is Endeavor's son. Well, I guess spoiler. They don't. They probably not. If you, whatever. But yeah, I think it happens. They reveal it after that because then Endeavor they have to go on like this whole because basically Dobby goes online basically tells everybody, hey, I'm Endeavor's son. How does it feel to know that your number one hero is my dad and like I'm basically coming for him, and they have to do like this whole press tour because the people don't trust Endeavor anymore. It's a lot.
Just invalidate everything I've been doing my whole life just because my son. What do you think I've been? I don't know.
Then there's some other stuff that happens. Like what's his name? The main character in My Hero. He has like 4 or 5 names.
Deku.
Yeah, Deku. He ends up becoming basically Batman to a certain extent.
I know he's got black whips. I'm gonna call them black whips.
Well, yeah, that. But like I'm more so referring to like because he essentially becomes like this vigilante going out, fighting villains in the street and whatever, like saving people and stuff like that. But of course, the people don't really like him because they feel like he's part of the reason why all this is happening. So it's a lot that happens. It's a good season. It's a good season, man.
Okay.
But I feel like the season before we had to do all that to build up to that season, just like what you're talking about with the Hishir Hashira trailer.
Yeah.
That's built up to like something coming.
It's a filler season. We'll just say that.
I mean, I didn't watch it, but like I wouldn't call the season before this past season of My Hero filler season. But then again, I can't say that for Hashira's trailer because I didn't watch it. So it may be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know what season, and I don't think you watched this show like that for real. Right now I'm in the midst of watching a new season of Jujutsu Kaisen. Mm-hmm. It's alright.
I remember you talking about, so this is season 3? Because I know like they had started season 2, but I don't know if it's still season 2.
I think this is still season 2, yeah. I'm alright. Yeah, it's a season 2. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm alright. I said this way, I haven't finished yet, but I'm not in a rush to finish.
I understand.
Like I haven't watched this. Like the last time I watched the episode was probably like a couple weeks ago, and like I don't be like, oh man, I need to finish. I'm like, I get there. Mm-hmm. It's the issue. It's not that because the fighting is there. It's some great fighting. Just the story doesn't really have me that interested.
Did the main character die again?
So far as what I've watched, he hasn't died yet.
Okay.
He's just trapped in this little spell thing or whatever. But he hadn't died yet.
His name is Yuji?
Goji. Or Gojo. Goji? Gojo.
That's the main character?
Oh, no. I'm thinking about the guy with the eyes. You're talking about, Yuji.
I'm pretty sure they said Yuji dies. But I mean, I'm probably just spoiling something for you. So
I already knew either him or Gojo dies. I couldn't remember who though.
I could be wrong, but Yuji sounds right. I mean, he died the first season, so whatever.
Nah, because I knew he has old buddy inside of him. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
maybe that just be a whole thing. He just dies every season. Jon Snow.
I know a lot of characters died this season though. A lot of like side characters die.
Does the panda die?
He hadn't died yet. He may. I don't know.
Okay.
But he also hasn't really been in it for real. He's like in like so from what I've seen, like maybe 1 or 2 episodes. Now the beginning of the season started out super strong. But it was like also like a flashback. But I get why they did it because where it is now. But it started out, I was invested because it was like it was like back in the day when Gojo and Nobody were friends and them on a mission. But now I'm just like, all right.
Okay.
Oh, this is happening? Cool.
That's your. I mean, you didn't like just like, oh, this is the best thing ever, but you were.
Season 1 was great to me. Like I said, fighting wise, I give it an 8 out of 10. It's just the story I'm not that invested in. But there's some good fights. It's just story, man. I'm just like, but what's the point? I like fighting in anime, but like I also need a story to attach to as well.
Yeah, most definitely.
And it's not that much story to be. Okay, like I get why this is happening, but what's up? I don't know. Anything else you want to talk about, James? Because this is 4th of July episode as well. I don't know if I said that, but
yeah.
I didn't say that.
I plan on going, to a get together is the word I'm looking for. We'll see how it goes. Like I'm not hungry. Did I eat today?
Yeah, I would hope so if you're not hungry.
Yeah, I think I ate earlier.
You don't remember if you ate, James?
I don't. Like I just like that's my. I think that's essentially why I gained so much weight. Is because when I start driving, I want to eat. It doesn't matter if I'm so. What I need to do, what I want to do, is I want to go back to eating once a day. I know what you're gonna say.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just listening.
I just want to go back to eating once a day. Yeah, don't put in the comments whatever you want to say about that. Ideally, I just want to be twice a day, but once a day maybe just to get a habit down to something that I can be more manageable with my weight, and then I can worry about being healthy later.
The only thing, my only pushback to that would be, and I feel like an easier goal, I say this because I have yet to do it myself, but I feel like an easier goal, well, because you don't really eat a lot, do you?
I do.
I mean, like, it's hard, like, per, like, the time you eat.
Well, I mean...
Like, you probably eat a lot throughout the day, but, like, in that setting, you're not eating a lot.
I eat till I'm stuffed.
Okay. Because I was going to say, the easier goal, I feel like, would be, is as opposed to trying to force yourself to go to one time a day, would be to focus on, like, the portions that you eat.
I've thrown food away, so I think it would be... But I think essentially why I don't do something like that is because, when I try to... Like, a meal is like $12 now. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I don't want to throw all this food, any of this food away, because $12, that's a lot for a meal.
But what are you getting for $12 though?
Shoot, you can just get like a 10-piece nugget meal from Wendy's, and it's $10 plus tax.
Yeah, but I don't feel like that's a lot of food though. Like
it's not.
I guess what I'm saying is like to eat in one setting. I'm thinking you eat like 20 piece plus 2 hamburgers, 3 fries. That's what I'm saying. Like, but if you just eat 10 nuggets of fried, drink, that's it.
Well, no, I haven't eaten a 10-piece in a while, so I'll usually get like a if I was to go Wendy's, I'll get a Baconator. But then, like, I don't really, for some reason, the fries are disappointing, so I've been staying away from that. So then maybe go to Checkers, get a fry lover size. So then you got this Baconzilla, then the big old fries, and then of course pop, which is also not good for you.
Well, I mean, none of it is good for you. But like I said, I just feel like I'm not gonna say you setting yourself up for disappointment, but like if you try to go from doing all that to like I'm just gonna eat once a day, I feel like that's such a drastic goal as opposed to just being like I'm only gonna eat these things or these 2 items in a drink, and I won't eat until I eat something else, until like later on or whatever, as opposed to like I'm still alone. Because this is what I do. Like I'll go get a 20 nugget and a fry and a drink, And then I like, I need something sweet, and I eat something sweet, and then I like, I need a little something to snack on.
Mm-hmm.
So this one meal turns into this, as opposed to just eating these 2 items and then being done. That's why I said it's not. I haven't mastered it either, but I just know if I'm looking at it from my perspective, if I was trying to tell myself to go from eating 3 times a day to only eating 1, I'm not gonna do it.
You know what I just realized? We could have a nutrition. What's the word? What am I trying to say?
A nutritionist?
Yeah, we can have a parody Instagram series where we're just nutritionists and talking about. All right, so this is our plan to lose weight. We're gonna order this meal, but then we're gonna take away 5 fries. Because usually we'll eat all these fries, but we're just making progress. So we're gonna take away these 5 fries, and just toss them in the trash, and then just start picking them out. And then like maybe it's kind of like a document. Not a documentary. What am I trying to say?
A mockumentary?
You're documenting your progress to weight loss, but you're also parodying. I don't know.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not fully formed.
I get it. We also need to do. We need to do a reaction to something too. I know you've been trying to watch Life for a minute.
Oh my god!
But like, I don't. It don't have. I'm just saying. But I say that so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like something. Like just something. I don't know.
Holes is
To be honest with you, James, I don't know if I want to go back and watch Holes. Because Holes is one of the movies. Like I know I liked it when I was younger.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like it now.
But then that means it's a reaction for you too. But then again, I guess you're saying that you don't want to destroy the.
Oh, yeah, that do that. I just don't want to subject myself to that.
Okay. All right.
Like Life, even though like Life, I'm pretty sure Life is gonna be different. Either way, I'm still gonna like it, so I don't mind watching it. Holes, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. That's like me saying I'm gonna go back and watch Degrassi. I don't want to watch that.
I didn't watch it to begin with.
I watched a few episodes. Okay, maybe like All That.
Okay, yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like I liked it when I was younger, but do you really think you would like it now?
Listen, I tried watching In Living, and I got quite a bit into In Living Color, but it's kind of hard. Like comedy back then ain't the comedy now.
Well, I was mostly talking about like youthful comedy because that's what Holes is.
Sure.
It's like for kids.
Yeah.
So like, well, as a kid, loved it. As an adult, I know I'm not a kid anymore, so I'm not gonna like it.
Power Rangers all over again.
Yep, pretty much. That's essentially what it is. But I had a stronger love for Power Rangers than I did over Holes, so that's why I was willing to go back and watch it. My love for Holes is already not that great. It was cool, but do I want to watch it again?
I think so. We can do some together. I think the first one I'm gonna do is Star Kid, because I know you've heard me talk about it.
I don't think I've ever seen Star Kid.
Yeah, maybe we can do it together then. Because I know
what is it about?
it's about this alien. I don't know if it's an alien or just alien technology, but this meteorite or something falls to Earth, and it's a suit, and this kid gets into the suit, and it's talking to him, and that's all I remember. I don't know if there's like a bad guy or what.
I have no memory of this.
Yeah, I hated the movie when I was a kid.
I'll watch it with you.
Yeah.
I have no memory of this at all.
So we started it. I remember one movie night we were in the conference room, and I started it, but
You started Star Kid?
I did, but I know it wasn't on our list of movies to watch. So I think maybe we had watched a movie or 2 movies, and we were just sitting there, and I was like, well, shoot, if we're just gonna sit here, so I put it on, and it didn't last. I think one of y'all went to the bathroom. I don't know who it was.
Yeah, I'm willing to. I'll give it another shot.
Yeah.
But I must say, you're not selling it for right now.
And that's the point. Like I know it's going to be bad.
You're not making me confident, but I'll give it a shot.
If y'all seen Star Kid, put in the comments and let us know how you feel about it.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It made a lasting memory for me, lasting impression.
I'll tell you a movie I want to go back and watch that I have very few memories of. I don't remember hating it, but I don't remember loving it.
Okay.
I think it was like Rocket Man. Not the guy who went to space.
Okay.
It's the guy who has like a jetpack.
Yep, I've seen that. I've seen the picture, but I haven't seen the movie.
I saw the movie a long time ago, but I don't remember it. I just remember certain scenes, or maybe I could see certain pictures of the movie, but I don't remember how I felt about it. So I kind of want to go back and watch it again just to see how I feel. But then again, of course, I'm older. I don't know. I'll watch it again though.
Now that I think about it, you know, there was that whole thing about Shazam with Sinbad. So now I want to go on, you know, that app to see if I can find it, if it exists out there. Like, if so, then we can react to it and kind of disprove.
You don't think it's a real movie?
No, I know it's a real movie.
Oh, okay.
But there's videos out there saying, like, no, it wasn't, it never existed, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah, no, I remember seeing it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, well, my only hesitation is I don't remember if it was called Shazam or Kazam.
Because Kazam was definitely Shaq.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I thought you were talking about this whole time.
No, Shazam was Sinbad, and he was the genie. I think he was a genie.
I do remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Because I remember somebody playing a video of them having a tape, and they played the actual movie.
I don't know why all of a sudden it didn't exist anymore.
Because didn't Sinbad come out and say he didn't do it?
He did. Well, there's a video. But you know, AI and people can do all kind of stuff. So I don't know, but I've seen a video of Sinbad saying he didn't do it. And maybe that's just him trying to save face for a horrible movie.
I don't know. I'll watch it though.
Still haven't seen Monkey Man.
Yeah, we're supposed to watch. Hey man, sometime.
Listen, we're gonna have to go back and watch this video so we can remember what movies we're supposed to be watching.
I'm pretty sure we'll remember these.
Okay. You got anything else?
Happy 4th, I guess.
Yeah, happy 4th of July. Thank you all for watching. Actually, it's gonna. Okay, I might have to release this like.
Well, we'll say it this way. When we recorded this, it's the 4th.
Yeah.
So hopefully you had a great 4th.
There you go.
You know, hopefully you ate well.
Less than we do.
You know.
I'm sorry.
It's
Like
okay,
sometimes
man.
I do that and I don't mean
good.
anything by it. I
I
don't.
knew exactly what you meant.
Yeah.
I hope you get into the water. You know, swim in the pool, get in the lake, ride a canoe. You know, have an argument with your mom.
What do you think?
Fight your
4th of July
uncle.
is supposed
Beat your cousin up.
to- Okay, that's
Win the sack race against your in-laws. All of that.
Has any of those happened at your 4th of July?
No.
Okay.
And then also have fireworks. They were popping fireworks all that up until like probably 2 o'clock. I was up. That's the only reason I knew, because I was up playing video games.
Yeah.
I was like, it's 2 in the morning. Why y'all popping fireworks?
Because I mean, technically that was the 4th of July, but I know what you're saying. Like,
But they started at like
Yeah.
10.
So I was out at the fireworks store probably buying some. And we came out and we saw. So I'm growing up, having a child. I say growing up, having a child. So having a child that's growing up, 4th of July, buying fireworks. I remember one year I spent $900 on fireworks.
Fireworks are expensive.
Yeah, these things are, and then that wasn't enough. Like you get through and it's like, okay, that's it.
I was just about to say, all for it to go, boo, boop.
Yep. And some of them, they got big old containers and they just. Where's the sparkles and stuff?
Man.
Ah.
That's how it was. We went to the birthday party at Will's house. They shot the fireworks off. I was, oh, we had fireworks? That's it? We done? That's it?
So you got to do your research if you want to. If you are buying fireworks and you putting on a show, do your research.
That's crazy.
If you get Roman candles, make sure you have the word on there where it's called report or report, whatever it is. Those are the Roman candles that pop or explode whenever they shoot out. Because otherwise, it's pew, pew, and that's not exciting.
$900. What the world? The economy is crazy, man.
And that was back in like 2010, 11, 12.
Oh, I can imagine what people are spending on fire. You know what? I'm open me a fireworks stand.
I can't imagine how much you would have to pay for them.
Here's my question, and we don't have to talk too much on it, but like, where do fireworks stands go when it's not 4th of July? Like, I mean, I know they don't go nowhere, but like, the people who own fireworks stands or who operate them and run them, like, because nobody's shooting fireworks year round,
Right.
like. So what do you do?
What do you do with the extra fireworks? Do you just save them for next year? Surely they can't last until like a whole year. So I guess they just take them home and just whatever they didn't sell, they just put down the biggest. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh well.
Thank y'all for watching. This has been another episode of The Big and Short of It All.
My bad. I was still thinking about $900 in fireworks.
That was back when I didn't have money either. I was putting it on credit cards.
That's damn near somebody's rent. Or more. Or almost. God.
Don't you want a kid?
Nah, man. I'm just thinking about life in general, like everything, like just the fact that, like, I mean, I know it doesn't sound like much, but I used to my, like, you know, a regular meal in fast food is like $12. Like if you go get some food, it's like $14.50, and like it's every man. What?
I remember just going to Wings to Go, just getting 10-piece combo. Used to be like 14 with tax. Now it's 18.
It was like 18 when I went the other day. Yeah.
And I mean, you know, $4. But I'm just saying, like, just thinking about where you were. You know, used to have dollar menus. Things used to be so different.
Yeah. I mean, because I know this may be fat of me, but like when I watch like commercials for McDonald's, like, oh, come get the little $5 meal, and it'd be like, well, you get 4 nuggets, a small fry, a drink, and a hamburger.
And it's not even, it was like small drink too.
That ain't nothing, man.
Yeah, but you know, now that I think about like what a $12 meal is, I can understand. But still, that's what is that? That's probably what I should be getting.
The $5 meal.
Yeah.
They got $5 bigger bags at Wendy's. So you can find me on Instagram at DA_bear, BEAR29. Also find us on TikTok, Big and Short of It All. Instagram, Big and Short of It All.
Brodie James got drafted. You can find me on Instagram at HAPPEE. _MILS.
I was gonna ask you about that, but we went down a whole rabbit hole of anime. So
when we came to the end anime, I'm just sitting here like, oh, what else can I talk about? And I didn't even think about that.
well, I was trying to move us away from anime, but it was just went right back to it. So that's all good.
I know you said TikTok, your YouTube, obviously. Yeah, we're pretty much everywhere now except X. So you just.
I've been meaning it. Well, I mean. We need to get. Well,
I don't really mess with X anymore. I used to.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for listening.